Hello, Fotonauters. In this very first chapter of on-screen tutorials, we would like to take some time to introduce you to the essential software features that Fotonaut has to offer, walk you through your very first shooting session, and show you some basic settings along the way. As you may already know, Fotonaut has 2 monitors inside. Almost everything, including the following setup process, happens on the main front screen, as the other one is more of an additional monitor. Mainly picture viewing and sharing happens there, which makes the whole experience more interactive and more interesting for your guests. When you boot up your Fotonaut for the first time, you're going to be located at the event selection screen. First, let's focus on the upper menu bar and symbols in it. Enter Online Settings screen by tapping any of these. Check the current software version and proceed by connecting to the local Wi-Fi. In case there is an update available, the Upload and Restart button is going to appear. It happens sometimes that you are going to find yourself in a location with no Wi-Fi. Don't panic. Fotonaut is going to remember every email address and will create a sending queue until it's back online again. You can see we've had a few unsent emails from our last event. Watch them get sent one by one. Now, get back to the event selection screen by tapping Events.
Creating new event.
Your first photo session starts right here by creating an event. By doing so, you're not only going to create a gallery, but also a set of adjustments and settings applied to this particular session. There are 2 main reasons for this. 1, you'll never find yourself in the same light conditions twice, so it's always good to be able to adjust your Fotonaut for the right occasion. And 2, separate events make it easier to navigate in galleries from previous sessions. There are 2 ways of creating an event. You can either create a new one from scratch, or, in case you set one up earlier through the web administration, select a preloaded one. Web administration allows you to remotely add, edit, or delete events through a simple web browser interface. This way you can up your effectiveness game by planning every upcoming event sometime ahead. For now, we're going to proceed by creating a brand new event. What you see now is what we call the main menu screen. Let's click through different panels to get your Fotonaut ready for action. Fill in the name of the event. Set the right date and language and decide whether you'd like your guests to reprint pictures by themselves from a side screen or not. Create a preset email by typing its subject and body, or use one of the buttons for loading it from a file. When loading from a file, navigate to your directory and select your file. Remember, for any text, Fotonaut supports a .txt file only. If you plan to use all the collected email addresses for further marketing purposes, we highly recommend using a legal disclaimer. This message is going to appear to anyone who wants to share their pictures right away. Add your disclaimer the same way you did with an email subject and body.
Layout.
Select and preview an image layout of your choice, or choose one of the other features, including GIF, 3 different video modes, and chroma key mode. We're going to have a closer look at each one of these in the second chapter of these tutorials. Now, select paper size. Tap the Load Overlay button to navigate to the directory where your overlay file is located. When creating an overlay on your computer, always follow these few specifications.
Camera.
Skip on to the next panel, Camera. Keep in mind that the setup you now see is the one we created as a universal default. Before doing any changes, we highly recommend learning the basics of photography or reading the user manual carefully at least. In case you decide to fiddle with some of the options anyway, you can see the changes right away when you take a test shot. And of course, you can reset to default anytime you want.
POSTPRO.
The POSTPRO panel lets you adjust every picture to your own taste. Always start by taking a test shot. Then proceed to apply the changes and check them right away. We've added a certain amount of post-processing on default, so keep in mind that you're working with an already enhanced picture here. Of course, there is a reset to default button to clear any changes. This picture we've got here seems a little too dark for my taste and maybe too red. So I'm gonna add a little brightness, move from red to cyan a little bit. I'd like it even more if it were more colorful, so I'm gonna slightly increase saturation, and here we go. Test print if you want to see if everything works out on the printed copy too, and you're ready for the next step.
Gallery.
Even though you're now 100% ready to go, let's have a quick look at the gallery section. It's supposed to be empty now, but we took a few pictures beforehand just to show you how it works. Navigate through the thumbnails and expand a large preview of the picture by tapping on one of them. Now, every picture is being printed automatically, but you can simply reprint any of them by using the print option, or use the delete button to get rid of it completely.
Photo session.
Once you're all set, you can proceed by pressing the Let's Go button to start your session. Remember to tap the secret button located in the upper middle part of the screen whenever you need to access the main menu again. Engage the live view mode by touching the Fotonaut logo and take the first shot. Decide if you like your photograph enough to print it. Don't worry, you can always try it again without saving or printing your picture if it didn't turn out looking too good.
Sharing.
While waiting for your printed picture, let's move on to the side screen to find out how easy it is to share it. Select your picture from the thumbnails to view it, and then tap the share button to see all the sharing options. To send your picture, or up to 4 more pictures via email, choose the email option. Type in your email address. Add in your friends' email addresses if you like, and hit send. Voila! Selected pictures are on their way.
Mobile sharing.
To use the mobile feature, you're going to need your Fotonaut mobile app ready. It's available for free in the App Store and Google Play Store. Here's how it works. All you need to do is scan the QR code that the Fotonaut will generate for you, and the app in your phone will do the rest. You can then use your picture however you'd normally do with your phone.
End of session.
Once it's over, you're going to need to download all the pictures you just took. Go to the main menu by tapping the secret button and choose Export. Navigate to your directory and select Save to this folder. Apart from the whole gallery, Fotonaut will also save a list of email addresses, which might come in handy for further marketing purposes. But remember, keep its use legal by stating it in the disclaimer. Now you're finally ready to wrap it up and head back. Make sure to turn your Fotonaut off by tapping the power icon in the top menu bar before cutting it off from electricity manually.
3, 2,